Hello and welcome to another video here at Movie Mash, and today we're going to talk about the Tulsa King. Yes, the Tulsa King, starring Sylvester Stallone, and it just came out yesterday or the day before on paramountplus. So this is just episode 1 that I just watched, and I don't know how many there's going to be, but there'll be a few. Now, before I get into the story and what about it, there's going to be no spoilers, but I want to say about Sylvester Stallone. He is one of my favorite actors, and you're like, really, you watching all these films? Yes, he's one of my favorite movie stars. He's like high up on the list, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, because I was brought up on those films, on his movies and Arnold's, and literally everything I've watched is pretty much down to them, and everything, the bar was set by both of them. Now, he's been around making movies since the first Rocky, and I don't need to tell you, you know this already, but there's not much he hasn't done, and now it's time for him to do something different. And this is one of my most anticipated things to watch this year after I saw the trailer. And if you haven't seen the trailer, go and check it out before you watch this. But what I was going to say is that one thing he's lacked in over the years is comedy. I know he's tried, and he's had moments when he's been all right, but I don't think comedy was his thing. Now, watching the trailer, I was thinking to myself, it looks like gritty, serious, but a little bit of comedy, and I'm like, oh, I don't know with him. Well, let me tell you, I watched this last night, and it is brilliant. I'm not kidding you. I was not disappointed. Now, again, it's not a comedy, but as I said, there's a few funny elements in there, and I even laughed out loud. I don't think I've ever laughed out loud watching anything Sylvester Stallone's ever done. I did. There was something to do with the cricket. Oh no, it's a cricket or something anyway like that. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. It just made me laugh out loud. It was random. It was funny. I think it's down to the writers. Now, the writers of this are also the writers from The Sopranos, which I consider the greatest TV show of all time, even today. And the writers are the people who've done this, so I'm like, great. Now, so the story goes, if you don't know, this is without spoilers, is Stallone, his character is a mob character. He's from the mafia, and he's gone into prison for 25 years, and he kept his mouth shut, and he'd done his time. He's come out, and he's looking for his rewards, his praise, and to see his old pals, and he gets a frosty welcome from them all, and he doesn't really know why, and they shun him off to a small town called Tulsa to take care of and do whatever gangster stuff you want to do, and it's out of the way and all that, and he doesn't know why. He's not happy about it, but he goes, and he starts meeting all these new characters. Now, there is a lot of there is violence in this, and there is, as I said, there's humor, but there's a lot of characterization. He really fits this character. It works. I'm praising this as much. We're already in the positives here, and I am praising this as much. You ever watch a TV show and it takes about 3 or 4, 5, 6 seasons or episodes to actually get into it, and then you liked it? And that was me for Breaking Bad. As much as I love Breaking Bad, I really do. It did take me a few episodes to get into it, and Game of Thrones, it took me a while. But this was instant. You instantly like him. Now, I'm going to go on to the mixed, because there's something I wanted to say, and I'm only going to give you the thoughts I was having while watching it. So halfway through this first episode, I was smiling, I was grinning. But there was something that I wanted to know is that, and it might come across to you guys too, but I'm just going to give you a quick reminder of why not to worry. I wanted to know more about why he was getting the frosty welcome. What has he done? Is he too good at his job and they didn't want him around, or did he do something? Because he didn't know and we don't know. And then he goes to Tulsa and carries on. Now, the thing is, I was like, I wanted to know more. And then I realized, like you should, it's a TV show. They're setting something up. You will find this out, and I can't wait. And already I'm like, I need to know what it is. Along with this, there's a few things with some women, and his age was brought up on it, which I was surprised because, I thought, was he trying to play a younger guy or something? No, he's playing it, and his age, I won't say what or when, but his age is brought up, and an age gap between people and all that, and it's brought up, and, nothing's left out. Stallone has now entered into another genre, another thing in his life. I know he played a gangster once in Oscar, which was a comedy, full-on comedy, which didn't do very well. I didn't hate it. But as I said, he playing a gangster on this, and it works. I mean, obviously he's Italian anyway, so he fits the bill. He looks the part. The comedy is bang on. I mean, again, it's not a comedy. It's just the moments that is comedy that are snuck in there, and it's down to the writing. I think if you use Stallone in certain writings and certain parts of it, if you do it right and use him for what his strengths are, it's bang on, and they nailed it. Now, look, it's the first episode. Will the rest of them be like this? I don't know. But I'm telling you now, I hope so. And going by this first episode, I'm in. I cannot wait to... And in fact, I was kicking myself thinking, oh, why am I watching this now? I should wait till they're all done so I can watch them all together. Because after 40 minutes, 40-minute run, I couldn't wait. I literally couldn't wait to watch another one. And I'm buzzing about how good it is. And me being a Stallone fan, I want him to do well. I wanted this to be good. And I've waited this for a long time. I have no negatives about this. It looks great. The cinematography is really good. The quality of this show looks really good now. I mean, Paramount Plus is putting their money into it. Again, with the Sopranos writers. You got Stallone in it. There's a couple of faces you can recognise, nothing big, but I've seen enough gangster films to know, yeah, you're the usual suspects they call when they need mafia bosses. But as I said, this TV show was great. I absolutely loved it. Stallone is definitely I mean, is there anything he hasn't done that, apart from comedy, which now he's nailed? And you'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. It's not a comedy. It's gritty. It's grimy. There's some dramatic moments in it. There's a lot happening. It's just the elements. I was a bit worried about his comedy in the other things. Oh, you're going to make it cheesy and silly. The elements that were in it, and there's a few, nailed it. So it's down to good writing, I think. And Stallone, you know what? People give him a hard time as, oh, he can't act. Yes, he can. He was nominated for... the first Rocky. He was also nominated for Creed as the co-star. So yeah, the guy can act. He's just got this stigma since Rocky, you don't know. But no, he's good, and he's a good writer. He's a good director. He's a movie star, you know. And he's one of the ones he's hung around. He's had some bad times, had some good times. But now he's still having the good times. I know he's been moaning a lot recently about Creed, and he's moaning a bit about Rocky franchise and Ivan Winkler or whatever his name is. But I don't care about all that. All I know is that he's hit this, and I'm hoping to get 5 seasons of this. So please watch this, get the ratings up. Let's get some more seasons. Please make this good. I really hope the rest of it is as good as this first episode. Now, that's all I have to say. All I am is ranting on about like the love I have for Stallone and how good this show was. And if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. If you're going to watch it, do it ASAP and don't wait around, because it will make you want to watch the rest of them. Now, what I want to ask you guys, have you seen this? Are you looking forward to it? Please let me know in the comments below. And if you thought it was crap, if you thought, nah, what is he talking about? This was terrible. I hated it. Let me know in the comments below, and let me know why you didn't like it. So that's all I have to say for that. But for now, and until next time.
New in town?
Is it that obvious?